Okay, it looks like I am live. All right. Yippee-yi-yay. So, I guess first things first, I'm going to just do, doesn't seem like anybody's here for the moment. I should probably move this, shouldn't I, to elsewhere. Let's push this down here, I guess. And let me move myself over here a bit, I guess. And let's go back to here, and that seems better. All right, now let me get to this window. And, oh, you know what, hang on. There's only two people. I'll give it a few minutes. Joint freak. Stark. Hey Lego. Hey Gage, how's it going? Hey Dylan, how's it going? That's okay, Gage. It's all good. I'm doing okay, Tim. How are you doing? It's good to see you. You know, since there's people showing up, I'm going to go ahead and flip over to the... I'll come back to the game in a minute. But let's just do the... Excuse me. Yikes. I'm doing okay, you know? Just... I don't know. It's another Saturday, really. Hey, Rob T. How's it going? I think for the most part I'm fine. You know, it's winding down to the holiday season. Or I guess, you know, the middle of it, isn't it, right? Because New Year's Eve is coming right up. I'm not going to do anything for New Year's Eve, though. Just hang out at home. But, yeah, I imagine for a great many young people it's going to be, you know, a huge, huge thing. Well, thanks, Dylan. Not a whole lot. Real 737 MAX pilot. Wow. Hey, Joaquin, how's it going? Good, good. Glad the sound is okay. Did anybody have any fantastic Christmas news? Well, thanks for coming by, Tim. Hey, Rob, how's it going? Yeah, it's the last stream of this year, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, I had a pretty good Christmas. It was, you know, mostly just family sitting around, having some food, chilling out. We played the Cards Against Humanity. Had some pumpkin pie, that kind of thing. But, yeah, all in all, okay. A late Christmas party. All right, cool. Glad it was good. Are you driving truck because you're moving, Rob, or are you driving truck because that's what you do for a living? If you don't mind my poking my nose into your business. Right on, Tim. Okay. Wow, that's a lot, Dylan. I mean, I find winters rough. I mean, I lost my mom in the winter as well, but yeah, I mean, I don't know. Even before then, though, it's just, I don't know. Winter can do that sometimes, can't it? What they have that name for it? I always forget what it is. It's the something seasonal disaffective disorder or something like. I'm sure I've screwed that up. But it sounds like you've got more going on than just that. But right, you know, the whole thing kind of, yeah, that's a rough thing, man. Well, maybe you can chill with us for a while, get some distraction, maybe something like that going. All right, cool. Good to hear that about the kitty. Well, Rob, I hope you're making ends meet well. I know sitting in a hotel room can be kind of a dull thing, man. Glad I could help, Dylan. That's cool. Oh, hang on, my throat is giving me a grief. Let me clear my throat. Ah, bumping mics cleared my throat. Yikes, I'm a wreck. There we go. See if I can get a little bit more comfortable there. Yippee-ki-yay. Well, okay, there are a few of us here now, so I'm going to go ahead and do the evil deed of kicking off the timer. So there we go. We have roughly an hour and a half from now. And then, yeah, that'll be that. And I think I'm going to go back and see if I plan this game. Oops, hang on. I didn't push the button over here yet. Come on now, Bill. Think about what you're doing. There we go. Now that should be okay. All right. Yikes. Cold in the northern states like that. Yeah, California's pretty mild by comparison, so I feel lucky in that regard. What is this? All right, well, I'll put in plum. And was that gloat, maybe? And brain. And group. Swill. And weary. And nylon, right? And what do I have over here? Is that going to be usurp? There we go, usurp. There we go, yay. Oops, hang on. I realize whenever I do that, the thing is, just go ahead and do that, and that'll put me back to there. Okay, hang on, what's going on here? Okay. Trace. I think that last one's going to be bust. There we go. They use that word a lot lately. Tibia, maybe? Yep. Quart, maybe? Rebel, maybe? No? Ember? There we go. Oh, cool. Thanks, Rob. Deity, right? And what is that going to be? What in the world? I'm drawing a blank on both of these. Pay is the first one, maybe? Okay. And so what's this last one? Vowel. And there we go. I only got it. All right, let's do another one of these. Yes, there will be tapping today. There will be tapping, there will be the jar, there will be crinkling, there will be the brushing. Yes, there will be tapping today. Actually, after this game, I'll do some tapping. I'm going to put in plum. All right, flirt. Let's see what that one is down there. A and M. Madam. Yeah, what do you know? Rough. Limp. Brawl. I don't know. I don't see that one right now. Verve. Yep, there you go. Harsh. And what's that last one? Amuse. Okay, that's enough of that for now. Let's go ahead and set that up for when it's doing this. Let's go back to here. Let me go back to there. Okay. So we will start with the tapping. Right? So this way first. Maybe do a little bit of babbling over here. Does anybody get any groovy Christmas gifts or have any Christmas adventures that they'd like to share with the group? I'm not doing much of the whispery talky nonsense over here, am I? Trying to hand 77. Well, I hope to have a wonderful new year. I hope you do as well, and 77. And I'll move over here to this side and, I don't know, babble about something if I can think of something to babble about. Otherwise, it'll just be me going blah, 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 while I tap over there. So a new computer, huh, Dylan? Oh, wait, I missed a comment. Thanks. Oh, thanks about the story reading. And 77, I appreciate that. Hello, Meredith. So you say you're debating, Dylan. Are you debating which model to get, or whether you want to do a laptop instead of a tower, or what is the nature of the debate? Not doing much whispering again. Try to say something at least, right, Bill? Even if it's just nonsense, man. Hey, Brian, how's it going? I'll go back right here to this side. Do some, oops, don't bang into the mic, Bill. Oh, man. I'm sorry to hear about that, James. I know that's a rough thing. But, well, you know, maybe you can get a little bit of distraction, if not release, you know, or relief, I mean, here. I see what you mean, yeah. As far as about your purge assailant, well, you know, see, I don't know how to advise you. Part of me wants to say, dude, just bite the bullet and do it, but, you know, then another part of me, I have a similar issue with that. Sometimes it's like, is it, you know, is it really time, or can I get any more use out of this thing, or, you know. But, yeah, if it's time, man, you know. But you know your system better, your situation better than me, but so I'll have to just trust your judgment, but you know the right thing, just do it, man, you know. Miss Fergie, the Old English Bulldoggy. Okay, Brian. Wow, we got some people with some loss and some people gaining some new friends. Dynamic life. Okay, we got a nice little group here, don't we? Just, I don't know. Can't think of anything to say tonight. What's new? Not a whole lot, really. Oops, hang on. Man. What's new? Very little. Hey, Spanish Espanol. Nice name. Would it be Buenos noches? Is that the right thing to say in Spanish? There you go. Hola. I don't know. I wish I had something new to report to you guys, but I don't really. Oh, okay, right, because you're 8 hours difference, so, right. What's my favorite trigger? You know, it varies. The most reliable trigger for me is a female softly spoken or female whispered voice. But outside of that, tapping sometimes, crinkly noises sometimes. Those would be probably the two. Mic brushing sometimes. I mean, that's kind of why I do the things I do, is because I do things that I think work. $61 VW, cool. I used to drive VWs. About Samuel Jackson. If there's something in the news recently, I don't know, because I've been avoiding the news just because, I don't know, it just doesn't go with the holiday season to me. You know, I have to avoid the news. So I don't know anything about Samuel Jackson. But if you just mean in general, I mean, I've always enjoyed his work as an artist. I mean, I've seen him in a bunch of things. But I'm assuming, since you brought him up, that there's probably something else going on that I probably don't know about. You know, Jared, as far as the resolutions go, Yeah, I sometimes do, sometimes don't. I mean, I never, even when I do them, I don't really, I don't know. I've never managed to commit to them, so I always kind of just take them with a grain of salt, you know. Um, but my main one this year is to get better at managing my time. I've been getting pretty good about being pretty consistent about getting videos out, although I meant to get one out today, but it probably won't get out until tomorrow. But I still have, you know, I don't know, I'm just not good at managing time. It's a thing I've had ongoing struggles with, but oh, okay. Well, if you just mean about Samuel Jackson in general, I like his work a lot. I liked him in, I mean, in just, what is that movie? It's pretty simple, just consumer or consumable adventure thing. Is that Long Kiss Goodnight with, oh, what's her name? Gina Davis or something? Is that her name? And I liked him in the Pulp Fiction thing. He was in that weird movie with Nicolas Cage, where Nicolas Cage is a kind of a low-level thug. I don't know, is that the right movie? Anyway. But anyway, I guess the short answer is I like Samuel Jackson's work as an actor. Do I have a favorite ASM artist? Well, the person I would say most consistently is my favorite is Maria, gentle whispering ASMR. But I've been listening to her since, well, you know, before we had a term ASMR. But otherwise, I have people that come in and out of favorite. Currently, I like, I think her name is Shortbread ASMR. She's a Scottish woman. I almost said Scottish girl, you know, just because I've gotten to that age now that, like, I mean, I try to not say girl when I mean woman because, you know, it's like kind of disrespectful, I suppose, depending on the context and the person's, you know, disposition on language. But I can definitely tell that I'm getting to be an old man because I think of everybody as being kids now. The best and worst types of ASM artists. I'm not a fan of people that do the aggressive ASMR. I don't see how that works. But I mean, if it works for you, by all means, enjoy what you enjoy. I mean, don't let me, you know, pop your balloon or anything. The only other thing that really bothers me, and I can't, it's like I don't make notes of this, so I can't tell you anybody's name to somebody to avoid. But I've seen, and this is going to, you know, me being a sexist guy, I suppose, to a certain degree, but it's mostly just because I consume so many female ASMR creators, that there's several women out there who are very attractive doing ASMR, and I don't think they get ASMR. I don't think they have the tingles or anything like that. I think they've just sort of picked ASMR because it's like a thing to do, you know what I mean? And that kind of, you know, I might be wrong, right? You know what I mean? I might just be totally 100% wrong, and I just don't get, you know, what these people are doing. It just doesn't hit for me. It's absolutely possible. But it just seems like a thing I've observed, so, yeah. I mean, that bothers me. If in fact they are guilty of the thing that I'm supposing they're guilty of, that does bother me. But you know, you know, I don't know why. They should be free to do whatever the hell they want, right? As long as they're not hurting anybody. So, you know. Okay. Anyway. Why I never shave my beard? Because I like having a long beard. It's basically down to that. A little to the left. No, I have not. If it's free, maybe I can find a version of it and play it sometime. Hang on. Well, you know, if you're still young at heart, Rob, then you got one on. That's a good thing, man. Keep that going. Wow, so you've been waiting to ask me about the beard for 4 years. Wow, you should have come by sooner, man. Arrested Development, right? Yeah, I haven't watched Ephemeral Rift recently, but yeah, I kind of come in and out of watching him. Like I'll watch him for a while, and then I'll not watch him for a while, and then I'll watch him for a while. But yeah, he's pretty talented, and more than just an ASM artist, he's got some. He's just like sort of a weirdly creative dude. I find a lot of his stuff pretty entertaining. Yeah, excuse me. Okay. Oh, cool. Well, I'm glad if you can, if you enjoy it, man, Gage, and I hope you can, find it with the regularity that you need. Yeah, that's true enough, Dylan. Thirst traps, sadly. Yeah, I think you're right. But I thought I was holding a book. No, it's just a big chunk of wood. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not even sure why I started doing it, but I just started doing it. It seems to work, so I keep doing it. Oh, well, happy birthday. Now, is that the new Fees J6? Is that how I would say that? Or is it the new Fies? Well, in any case, happy birthday, man. MIFRR? I don't know what that means. Is the beard a pain in the ass? No, I just treat it like hair. I mean, I wash it and condition it in the shower, and I brush it and that sort of thing to try to keep it from getting too tangled up. And I mean, the only time it's ever really a pain is sometimes I'll get a hair that will be weirdly growing, not in the normal way the rest of the hairs, and I'll get it in my mouth or whatever. It gets kind of annoying, but that doesn't happen very often. All right, when he gets in those costumes, yeah, he gets pretty elaborate with that stuff, doesn't he? His whole storytelling thing is pretty elaborate. It's pretty groovy. Okay, I'm going to move to another trigger here for a bit. Let's do the brush. The brushing on the microphone. The brushing on the microphone. I'll try and do that while I'm making some sort of effort at keeping up with the comments. Did anybody have any visits from long lost relatives or some such thing like that this holiday season? Yeah, I know what you mean. Spanish Espanol. He's got some. I don't know, he takes it very seriously. He's kind of honed a craft, hasn't he? aside for a little bit. Just brushing the microphone a little bit. Just brushing the microphone a little bit. Brushing the microphone. And brushing the microphone. And brushing the microphone. Oops, I can see that there's comments in my peripheral vision. Let me see what's going on over here. Okay. Oh, wow. So how was the invitation of the boyfriend there? Did it go well? If you don't mind me sticking my nose. Okay, I go over here again for a little bit. Kind of just go back and forth, I suppose, a little bit. Hang on. Hey Ben, hello. When it comes to the story type things, Gage, I like that. I agree with you. I think that can be pretty. Although my own tastes, I guess, bounce around quite a bit. Sometimes I don't care what's being said. I just want the auditory stimuli. But sometimes I think it is good to have something kind of to focus on, kind of, but only loosely. You know what I mean? Nothing that's going to be that demanding. Just something you can sort of just vaguely pay attention to while you're just sort of chilling out. At least that's the way it kind of works internally in my head. I don't know. Oh no. See, that'll be rough, right? I mean, if eventually, say that, I don't mean to wish ill on you, but if the relationship, runs its course and eventually you guys part ways, then, it'll be like your family will be like, hey, what happened? I've observed that kind of thing. And, well, both in popular culture, like, it seems to me this happen in movies and stuff, but also in the real world, it's like, some people get along with their in-laws extraordinarily well. I got along with mine okay. Do a little bit of brushing over here again, and I think I'm going to break out the jar. Jar, and then maybe some crinkling of my beautiful piece of bubble wrap. Although I have a big pile of bubble wrap, I've been conceiving of a thing to do with it to make a video out of it, you know what I mean? Because it just seems like such a too nice of a thing to waste, a huge pile of bubble wrap, you know what I mean? It seems like I should be able to do something with it that would be crinkly and, ASMR worthy. Okay, let's see what we have here. Yikes, flu. Man, the flu is a drag. The flu is an absolute drag, man. Well, I'm sorry to hear about the illness, man. At least you kind of came away unscathed. Okay, you know what? I'm going to switch to the jar, I think. Let me get a little drink of water. Okay, here we go. A little bit of jar sounds. God, I like this sound. Wow. Yeah, I know what you mean. That my dad's in, let's see, I just turned 59, so that means my dad's 77. So yeah, I know what you mean. When anything happens, it's like you get a little worried. I mean, I guess that's natural order of things, but the worry is not a fun experience, man. You know what I mean? Well, of course you know what I mean. You just mentioned it. Come on, Bill. Don't be such a space cadet, man. Okay. Oh, you like the jar thing? I'll try and do it for a little bit more. It gets my forearms tired doing it. Well, at least you get to see her son Elizabeth, right? As far as that crescent doll. Alright, I have to put this down for a while. I'll come back to it. I don't know what it is. Some days it tires out my hand more than others. I got an itch on my nose. Man, it's falling apart tonight. Okay, here we go. Doing a bit of crinkling. Crinkling, crinkling, crinkling. Crinkling, crinkling, crinkling. Crinkle over there while I sort of mumble some sort of nonsense over here, right? Just do a little bit of weird nonsense whispering. Nothing really in particular, you know, just sort of whispering a little bit of nonsense, though. Let's do some crinkling over here now, shall we? And I'll say some weird nonsense over here now this time. Oops, try to... A little bit of crinkling over there. A little bit of like some whispering or some sort of just saying something over here. Who knows what it is? I don't know. Can't be that terribly important, you know what I mean? Just blah, 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 blah. Kind of do a little bit back and forth here. A little bit. Be over here a little bit, saying something, who knows what, right? Just doing a little bit of babbling, a little bit of nonsense. Just kind of like, you know, I don't know, testing 1, 2, 3, 4. Catatonic. I like that word, catatonic. Back over here a little bit. I always forget to be patient when I'm doing this because I enjoy it when I hear crinkling moving from left to right, you know what I mean? Slowly like this. But I always get impatient when I'm doing it here that I forget to, you know, slow down and move it from left to right. That's doesn't have to be in a giant hurry, you know. Let's just try not to bang into things, though, you know. That's the thing. The secret is not to bang into things. Catatonic. 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 Picnic. That's another good one as well. The catatonic picnic. And exaggerating the syllables of picnic. Picnic. I didn't say picnic over here, did I? Oh my goodness, Chris. I really appreciate that, man. That is super, super generous. Everybody 3 cheers for Chris, please. For being a very, very groovy and generous human. That means a lot to me, man. I really do appreciate it. Catatonic. Yeah, I'll just try to remember that when I'm, well, here in the live stream, of course, but when I'm doing other sort of just whispery videos. Yeah, that would be something, a big, gigantic, like just, you know, like have you seen those big, clear, I don't know what they make them out of, I'm assuming some sort of vinyl. It's like a big clear ball that you can kind of roll around in. It's a bit like a hamster ball, you know what I mean, but made for humans. And I've seen them, I think the place I've seen them at is in Switzerland, I think. I didn't go there, but because I haven't been to Switzerland, but on a video, actually a YouTube video, somebody got inside one and did that. But anyway, it seems like a great thing for adventures, but maybe modify that a bit and just make it bubble wrap, and then just make it the big gigantic ASMR ball, right? You just climb into this thing, and it's just nothing but this big, cozy ball of, you know, crinkling it. Well, I'm glad you came by and said, thanks, Chris. I really, really do appreciate it. That's super, super generous. Thanks so much. Okay, let's try to remember to go slow, Bill. You just will mention it, you know what I mean? So just... Oh wow, I'm sorry to hear that, Gage. You know, it's supposed to be set at it's like if to do that, well, whatever. I have 3 choices. I have like conservative, moderate, or aggressive, I guess is the terminology they use, I think. And I just always have it set at conservative because, well, it's the only choice I have that seems like it's the least intrusive to you guys, so. I wish they'd just like do it at the beginning, at the end, you know what I mean, and then leave the middle alone. I mean, it's like they always want, when I post videos, I always like, you know, you'll improve your revenue if you have mid-roll ads. And it's like, no, I won't, not in ASMR. If I did mid-roll ads, nobody's going to watch my videos anymore. You know, nobody wants to be chilling and relaxing and getting their tingle or trying to take a snooze or any of that stuff, and then have some guy come on telling you about the fantastic features of the latest technological gizmo or something, you know. Or, you know, the countless ads that to me just seem like they're offering, you know, really bad dietary advice, you know. It's like, yikes. Excuse me. Anyway, I'm sorry you're getting so slammed, Gage. Do a little bit of whispering of nonsense. Going back to the catatonic picnic. Thanks, Matthew. I appreciate the encouragement. Again, I'm sorry, Gage. Catatonic picnic. Catatonic picnic. Catatonic picnic. And let's slow down a little bit. And some more of the catatonic picnic. Catatonic picnic. The catatonic picnic. The catatonic picnic. Okay. I haven't done any brushing on the wood grain. I'll do a little bit of that, and then I'll brush the microphones. I think I'll do a little tapping with the handle too. I think maybe some people find this a little too mild, but I enjoy it, so I assume there's probably a couple of others that do as well, so I'll throw a little bit of it in. Oops, I think I just got another comment. I think that is the correct way of spelling it. I think if you're catatonic, it means that you're neurologically unresponsive. I might be wrong, though. Okay, actually, here, let's go over here. I'll do a little bit of tapping with the handle here. Do this now a little bit. Oops, the dogs are upstairs walking around. Hopefully it's not too intrusive. Who knows, maybe some people might even find it enjoyable. It's not too loud. Sometimes I find when ambient noise says bleed into ASMR. Kind of gives it some, I don't know, weird realism vibe that can really work for me sometimes, depending on the noise and, you know. Thanks, Gage. Okay, let's go and do a little bit of tapping over here. Maybe do a little bit of babbling over here while I do a little bit of tapping over there. Okay, oops, my nose is getting itchy. Yeah, just itchy mess here. Anyway, let's do some mic brushing. Do a little bit of mic brushing. A little bit of mic brushing. Little bit of mic brushing. Catatonic. Picnic. Catatonic. Picnic. Thanks, Giga Chad's dad. That's a nice name. Okay, we're going to brush over here on this microphone for just a little while. Seems like there's a mic brushing fan in our midst. Over here on the other one now for a bit. Maybe I'll try and maybe say a little something over here, not much. Oopsie daisy. Mic brushing with shaving cream. Well, I don't know, I'd have to see somebody else do it to get an example of how that works, but I don't own any shaving cream, so as you might imagine, I have little use for it. Whisper, 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 whisper. I'm going to go play a little bit of Octordle for a minute or two. Okay. Let's go to that bit there like that. Let me get to this window here like that so I can see what I'm doing here. You know what? Here, yeah, that'll be fine. That should be okay. Okay. Oh man, I don't know. I'm gonna put in plum. Whirl probably. Okay. Trail? No, not trail because there's no T there. What is that gonna be? Grail maybe? cream might work. Yeah, I don't have any whipped cream either. Swirl over there. Mousse. Okay, what do you know? And what's this? What's this? What's this? I don't see what that one's going to be. Lower? No, no, the L's in the second spot. What is that going to be? Yeah, let's look at one of these other ones. Maybe I can. That one might be like taffy. I don't know. That seems weird. Yeah, what do you know? It is taffy. Okay, so what's this one going to be? Label? No. All right. Okay. Holder. O-L-D-E-R. Yeah, what do you know? Got it. Steed, probably. Yeah. What do you know? All right, I'll play one more of this, and then I don't know. Do I play? Do you mean chess? Yeah, okay, chess. No, I don't. I mean, I know how to play it. I have played it. I'm not any good at it, though. Cast, maybe, I guess. I'm going to say plum, see what that gets us. Alright, that one's going to be limp, isn't it? Alright. Bunch. And then tribe. Oops. And what, Baron? And decor, isn't it? Ardor? What do you know? Okay. Oh, thanks, 77. Yeah, well, I've been playing this a lot. I mean, hey, Nasal Penny. Yikes. I don't know if I'd go so far as to say master, Chris, but I do pretty well. I'm sure there's somebody who's better at it than I am. But oops, I always forget that until I click new game that my picture and the clock picture are covering up what you guys see. Well, whatever. It should be back to normal now, right? Gecko, maybe, in the end? Yeah, what do you know? Radio. And tripe. I'm going to put in plum. It's neither one. I'll have to come back to that. Oh, it could be right, couldn't it? No. Trite. Yikes, that ate up more guesses than it should have. How many do I have left? I have, it looks like 5 guesses. Okay, I can't make any more mistakes. Whelp. Review. What else was it going to be, right? Silver. And what's this last one? Loser, right? APIA, there we go. Oh, thanks for coming by, Tim. You're coming back. Oh. Yeah, it's one of those things. It's like, you know, it's kind of, well, I don't know. If you do it enough, you get good at it, really. I mean, it's kind of that simple. And if you'll notice, I always start with the same words, too, because it's just that way I get all the vowels and a bunch of consonants, right? And then the next two words I choose are plum and waged. And then, what was it? Vixen squiz, I guess. Actually, no, I could do, you know, we'll come back to this. Hang on, that like crosswords. You know, I do crosswords now and again. But Tim, as far as the New Year's resolutions, just to get better at using my time, I'm going to go back to the home on this. I'm going to go to here, because I haven't played this today. This is the daily game. I guess I should just play the daily games for you guys, shouldn't I? I'll start with the chill. It's the one where you get the most leeway. You see how many guesses I give you. So here, I'll just do the ones that I do, right? So there's cushy, joint, freak, right? We all get the joke there. Plum, waged, vixen, and oops, squiz. There, I have used every letter. You know, and they still give you 9. So, like, if you can't get this on the chill one, then I don't know, man. Got to go back to getting some flashcards out and improving your vocabulary or something, right? Anyway, so there we go. That one's going to be groom, I suspect. What's that one going to be? Pizza, I imagine. Hotel, probably. Bench, right? Birth. GR, what? Gravy. And newly. There you go. So there. Yay, I got today's chill one done. How do I think I can improve using my time? You know, I don't know. I have to consider that. Part of one of the things I have to do is not get distracted. Like, I'll be doing a thing and then somebody will say, hey, Bill, could you, you know, fill in the blank? And a lot of times, rather than just say, oh, could I get to you in an hour or something, right? Whatever. I'll just, you know, go and do the other thing. And then, you know, so there's part of it's that, you know, just discipline and focus. I mean, that's probably my biggest issues right there, is discipline and focus. So, you know, just trying to get better with those. And then also trying to figure out ways of planning how to do recording and filming this stuff so that I can be decent quality for you guys, but also, you know, so I can get better stuff out, you know. So there's that. Wait a minute. She joined freak. Here we go. That's where I left off. Okay, so crest. Tense. Antic. What is that going to be? Thing, probably, huh? Oh, not think, because the K is not there. Thing. There we go. And grout. And Shire, I guess, yeah. What's that one there? Order? No, it can't be order. Otter. There is this one here? Alhambra? Oh. What was I thinking? I'm drawing a blank. Yikes. Oh, a ward, isn't it? Oops. Yikes, that took forever, didn't it? Holy mackerel. Okay, hang on. Yeah, I figured you would like that, Tim. All right, Dylan, I will give you the encouragement. Get that damn podcast started, man. You know what I mean? You got it. Do the podcast, man. Do the podcast and then let me know about it. Oops, hang on. I don't want to do this. I clicked the wrong thing. I want to go here. All right. Yeah, set it up. Do the thing. Let us know about it, and I'm sure that you can coerce some of us to come check it out. All right, so I'll still use the same words, at least the same starting 3, but now I have fewer guesses is the only thing. I'm going to say that's probably fault over there. I'm going to say snaky. That's going to be leaky. I don't know what that one's going to be. It's going to be one of those like pitch, ditch, bitch, witch. All right, so there's a lot of those. Yikes. That one could be hairy, it could be hardy, it could be harpy. That one's going to be strut, isn't it? How many have I got? I got 5 guesses to get 4 words. Okay, let's see. It could be pitch, could be ditch, could be pitch. Could be which, but okay, so I could do biped, right? And then that one, let's try that. Because that used up those. So I'm going to guess that it's hairy. Okay, I still have 3 guesses. Okay, so what is that going to be? That's going to be hitch. Okay. Kappa. What do you know? And this is going to be... Yay. All right. And this is just, oh, see, this annoys me. Come on now, you don't have to roll up like that. Plum. All right, that's going to be bliss. I don't know when it started doing that. It's annoying now. Get your driver's license back. Yikes. Well, good work with that, or good luck with that, man. Reuse. What do you know? Wait a minute. What is this going to be? It's going to say teach, but there's no C. Oh, death. No, it wasn't death. Heath, maybe. Yikes, okay. Plush, that's a nice one. You just read that one off there. What's this here? Guppy, probably, yeah? And then, what do we have here? A bait. And then this is going to be eject, isn't it? Oops. Yeah, no, that's right. Here we go. And boost, I suppose. What do you know? Let's go to here, I suppose. Got some comments, so. Right, hang on, let me get over to that. Over to here. Let me just go back to here so we can. All right. Okay. Yikes. Yeah, I know how dealing with authorities can be a pain in the butt, but what did I do for work? Just curious. The last job I had was in retail packaging. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess I did a couple of things after that, but they didn't not for any time worth mentioning. But yeah, it was retail packaging. It was a company called Aero Paper. They don't exist anymore, to the best of my knowledge, anyway. But they had a thing called DiscountShoppingBags.com, and I ran the DiscountShoppingBags.com part for them, which basically meant I did everything. I took orders, I answered phones, I made sure that the purchaser guy knew what he needed to get, and talked to the mills and all that crap. And yeah, it was a good job. I liked it. The pay wasn't great, but I could afford, to have spending money and, see to myself. So it was all right. Yeah. But then, well, I don't know whether you're among them or not, but many of you know I have degenerative discs, so I can't do many things anymore. So. Okay, we're getting down to 22 minutes. So what should I be doing next? Play some more game, maybe? No, I don't know. You know what I will do is I will just do some random babbling and perhaps some brushing on the mics and the tapping. I'm going to do a little bit of tapping, I think. I don't think I did it with my fingernails last time. I think all I did was that. So I'll do a little bit of just with the pads of my fingers for a minute. Remember to whisper a little bit of something over here. Just a little bit of something, a little whisper. You know, that catatonic picnic. Catatonic picnic. Dylan, do you have a, hey Danielson. Is there a general sort of theme to your podcast, or are you just going to do sort of a general, current events kind of popular topics kind of thing, or what's the hook, right? What's the catatonic picnic, catatonic picnic, catatonic picnic, catatonic picnic, catatonic picnic, catatonic picnic. Thanks, Tim. So, Dylan, are you going to have guests on, or are you going to basically just do where you do research and do sort of presentations, or? Oops, I just banged the microphone. Don't do that, Bill. Okay, let's get over on this side again, and I'll go back to doing the nails just a little bit too. A little bit of tapping, a little bit of soft talking about pretty much nothing. Just babbling some nonsense. Maybe whispering a little bit of it. Just to say a little bit of nothing. Wow, Tim, thanks, man. I really appreciate that, Tim. And thanks for your kind wishes as well. And a Happy New Year as well to you. Well, good luck with putting that together, Dylan, you know? Oh, you know, James, I don't know. I mean, I think it's worth having a discussion about. I just don't know. You know, I will eventually get around to probably talking about something to do with the state of the nation and the world and politics in general. Although I think I'll probably do that on my other channel. I've been thinking about trying to squeeze in like once a month a live stream over on that channel. Don't worry, it wouldn't be instead of this. It would be in addition to. but that's if I do decide to do any kind of thing like that, the politics and religion discussion anyway would be over there. I mean, I don't mind keeping things kind of loose here, but I would prefer just to keep this mostly about, ASMR, and then, us catching up with each other if somebody's got something going on in their life, or if we can offer each other some support, that kind of thing. But yeah, man, I don't know. I guess there's the answer, man. I don't know. Yeah, Dylan, if you get something going, let us all know. I don't mind making a little bit of an announcement or something, or, giving you a little bit of amplification, Okay, Gage, get some good rest, man. Well, thanks for coming and saying hello there, MSE 3700. Yeah, you're right, WR, that's true. Think of something to mumble about over here, I guess, but nothing's coming to mind. I know what you mean, Tim. I mean, it's pretty much, kind of echoing the sentiments of WR, isn't it? I mean, the whole thing is, it's not optimal. It's not optimal. Okay, I think I'm going to do a little bit more of the jar. A little bit of water. Okay, do a little jar action here. Tim or James, yeah, I'd like to think so too. The only thing we can do is try to be, kind and maintain goodwill, see how far that can get us. The question of a free society, and that's a good question. Actually, there is going to be more whispering coming, actually. The video that was supposed to get recorded and posted today is actually going to be whisper and crinkle. So, yeah. It'll hopefully be out either tomorrow or Monday, though. So, yes, there will be, if you don't mind it being a combo of whisper and crinkle, there will be one out in the next couple of days. And then I don't have anything scheduled. I have to do scheduling for after the first of the year. So the video that will come up in the next couple of days will probably be the last thing. I don't know, I've been trying to think of maybe I'll try to do another short little, I might do it like I did for Christmas, just a quick little, hey, Happy New Year kind of thing. I don't know. Okay, man, it's really getting my hand tired today. Do a little bit of crinkle with the bubble wrap bag. Crinkle with the bubble wrap bag. Tim, I might have some VHS somewhere. I have boxes of stuff that I still haven't got to, and some of it's been boxed up since before I moved into San Francisco, you know what I mean? So, same video for a month. No, I'm sorry about that. Well, I'll try and get out some more whispers more frequently. I just looked, our attendance curve has been bouncing up and all over the place all day, or all day, all stream. Iron Giant, right. I know what you mean, Dylan. I just don't know how to respond to, well, there's a lot of things going on about how such things exist and how they should be respected or not or whatever, so it's beyond the scope of, where I want to spend any energy tonight. Sorry. Well, clearly I'm going to have to spend more time with my broader triggers rather than just my soft speaking thing. Oh wow, we're inside of 10 minutes now. So, yeah. Any more last minute comments or any such things? And anything else? I always feel silly now because it used to be that I made sure that we set aside time to, deal with, when the next stream was going to be and all of that. But then it was like they became regular, which is okay. That's cool. And then now they're regular but weekly, right? So there's nothing to schedule or anything to even think about, right? So it's like, oh yeah, next week. It's easy. Now if I could just get the YouTube thing to, I didn't do it ahead of time, to get the announcement, to get the word out, My favorite kind of food when I can't sleep, a spoonful of peanut butter and a glass of chocolate milk. otherwise, just about any kind of cookie, cake, candy kind of crap I might have purchased. I don't purchase that kind of stuff very often. And when I do, it's usually because of, the influence of cannabis has been involved in some way or another. Yeah, I do know a bit about Massive Attack. I actually enjoy quite a bit of their stuff. I mean, I'm no expert on them. I've never owned any of their material directly, but, when I've heard it or come across it, like in a video, I've enjoyed it. Why did you bring up Massive Attack, James? Is there a specific reason, or you're just curious to know if I knew about him? You got my curiosity going, man. What does it say? Is it something? I can't wait to think of it. It looks like something hurts. Hello? Well, you're here just in like the last couple of minutes for this stream. It's ending. Well, you can see the timer there is the end time. Oh, I see. You're just a big fan of their stuff. Got a new game then, Tim. Right on. Okay, we're coming up on the 2-minute warning, as it were. Jim, it's fine to play the games, Tim. It's fine, perfectly fine to play the games. Just make sure that you stop at some point and try to get some sleep and eat some food, okay? Don't want to hear any stories about some guy's been, brought to the hospital from, dehydration and malnutrition because he's been, playing his games. Thanks, Dylan. It's good to see you again. I hope you can come around next week and about next week as well. See, there you go. You got another Assassin's Creed person there. See you next week, Dylan. You as well, WR. Have a great new year, and I hope to see you in future streams. Okay. Should we put out a poll to see if catatonic should be a... I'll try to remember to put that in the community section there, Gage. to make sure I can figure out how to get catatonic in as many places as possible. Okay, there it goes. There's the buzzer bell, whatever you want to call it. So the stream is now officially ended. So there's that bit. And you're welcome, MSC 3700. It was a good time. I had a really good time. I hope everybody else had a really good time. And hope to see you again, Gage, as well. Yeah, okay, well, I guess that's the end of it. Good night, Rob. Good night, everybody. And I guess that's it.